AIDS viruses and stuff like that.
So this is a good side to the Majestic 12.
It's the only good side I know of.
Okay, because I know you're not real friendly with them.
I am friendly with a couple of the members of it, but I'm not friendly with their programs to destabilize some of my businesses. So
okay.
they were very nasty last year, and we almost ended up whacking each other, and it didn't happen because of a CIA safe house agreement that protected me and saved my life, actually. So I'm very, very, very indebted to the CIA.
So what can you tell us about why you don't get along with Majestic? Like, what is it that puts you guys at odds? Or even, maybe this will tell us why the CIA doesn't get along with Majestic.
We sort of expropriated their technologies from the aliens, and we're not giving it back, and we're just...
You personally?
Yeah. We got very lucky back about 17, 18 years ago, and we got our hands on the technology and worked to reverse engineer it and pretty much figured it out. And at which point we began to figure out everything that they were doing. So they don't like the fact that I have that, and I have put up a protective wall that they can't beat. So killing me is just going to cause it to go all over the web. So the CD-ROMs, they're all packaged real well against that eventuality. They better hope I never have a heart attack.
Okay. So you've set that up so you're protected.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in foreign countries who have copies of the CD-ROM, which is basically a Green Mail 101 type of document, and it says, as long as you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. You fool with me, I'll eat your lunch.
So tell me a little bit about how you came across, I mean, you're really a big picture thinker, and how did you actually start thinking along these lines?
I started off as an aeronautical engineer when I was in college, and I got real interested in what makes UFOs go, and so I just kind of pursued the trail of the technology as opposed to the aliens and that kind of stuff, and that's all I do is pursue the technology, and I got lucky, got very, very lucky, and got my hands on a cutaway of their bird, and then used the cutaway, the engineering cutaways, to reverse engineer the technology.
But you're not basing your theories on, say, Tesla or Otis cars, isn't that right?
No, we base it on what we can see is functional and works. We know is real. We've got about 12,000 frames of film of the bird dancing around the skies of Area 51.
So this is an ARV, isn't that what it's called?
That's what some people call it. We call it RAM, Replication Alien Machine.
Oh, I see.
They call it alien reproduction vehicle, and we don't do that. We are into the universality of the circuit design that they use to negate gravity, inertia, and time.
Okay, so you know something about time travel as well.
Yeah, a UFO is probably very much like the cars in Back to the Future. They are flying time machines. Okay. They're capable of going backwards and forwards in time.
And what's your vision? What's your vision for the world? Could you tell us in general terms?
Our vision is to get the energy out there so that we can eliminate oil, coal, and gas and nuclear fuels from polluting the atmosphere and causing the carbon dioxide that's creating the global warming. And that and the concomitant reduction in the cost of living by about 80% of the cost of living is attributed to the paying for energy. So if you don't have to pay it out, you get to keep it.
Okay, but aren't you worried about the economy? You're actually trying to safeguard certain aspects of the economy in the process?
Yeah, we are interested in we're interested in the plutopian enhancement of the economy from about 44 trillion GDP currently to about a quadrillion a year in about 10 years, and making everybody about 100 times more wealthy and spreading the wealth out and causing an equalization, and people don't have to work if they don't have to pay for energy.
Okay, so, but you're worried about the bankers Isn't that what you
Yeah,
told
we're
me?
definitely worried about the paradoxes that are associated with time travel in terms of its interference and how you'd run an economy and how you'd have government. If you knew what the future's going to be, how do you have interests, how do you have stocks, how do you have bonds, how do you have banks, how do you have taxes, how do you have government? Because that's all.
Okay, why